Okay, so tonight I'm doing a sample of Old Grandad 16 year. It's 100 proof. It was a limited release in 2024, and from what I have found online, that was a one-time deal. I haven't seen anything where they're planning any subsequent releases. I got this from my good friend Wade. He is primarily, we met through the Bourbon Real Talk community. He does participate in that Bourbon Dude, but he's more active in the BRTC. Good dude. He's a good friend of mine. He's helped me a lot along the way. So I'm happy to be able to include some of his samples. But he was excited to hear my thoughts on this one. I haven't seen this one on the shelf here, and I know it was a limited release, like coming up on 2 years ago, but it never saw it here. It is a more pricey one. I think the lowest I've seen people post is around 160. I may be wrong about that. I know it's up there. Mixed reviews on it. A lot of people that they either didn't like it or they thought it was overpriced for what you are getting. I know it's a tough pill to swallow, $160 for 100 proof bourbon, even though it is 16 years old. But a lot of people were kind of disappointed on the flavor versus price, I guess you might say. On the nose, there is a lot of oak. There's almost getting citrus on it. I took a sip a second ago and I'm getting a little citrus. That is very oaky. It's not overpowering. It's not quite what I was expecting from the things I've seen people, their opinions of it. I do get a lot of citrus. That's kind of a bitter citrus orange peel note. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's actually fairly good. There's a little bit of caramel in there, but that bitter citrus, that's very orangey. It would be an expensive one, but that would probably do well in an old fashioned, if that's your thing. It does have, it's got some good legs on it. The color's not quite as dark as I expected for a 16 year. But overall, it's pretty good. I don't know. I think I'm going to agree with the people that didn't like it for the price point. To me, I think there are a lot better ones out that are way lower priced. For me, I think I would just go ahead and get the just the regular Old Grandad bottle and bond, or even the 114. I think would be better, a better use of my money. But I am, however, thankful for the opportunity to try this one, because without this, I would not have had that chance. Like I said, I ain't even seen one of these. Hell, we're still waiting. I don't know if we're waiting, but I haven't seen the age-stated 7-year Old Grandad bottled in bond. Haven't seen that around either. But I do love Old Grandad, and it's one that I didn't think I would like. In my younger days, I overdid Jim Beam White Label. And I held a grudge for a long time. And as I got back into bourbon and trying different things, I tried some that at the time of trying them, I didn't realize, were Jim Beam products. And I didn't really care for them. And then whenever I found out they were Jim Beam, I was like, oh, well, that explains it. I don't like Jim Beam. And then the Booker's 2024 batch 4, Jimmy's batch, changed my mind. I found that at a really good price at the PX and jumped in and got that and loved it. And so I finally got around to getting a bottle of the Old Granddad Bottled in Bond and fell in love. Love that one. So I've had several bottles since. And so getting the chance to try this 16 year, I'm very grateful. It's getting a little softer as I sip on it. I mean, I'm almost done with that 2 ounces. It's still very, very citrusy. It's not bad in any way. It's just different, especially to be a Jim Beam, because a lot of people get like a peanut note on that. And that's not peanut at all. That is just oaky, maybe some caramel vanilla, and a lot of citrus. And I know that sitting there naming those individual flavors does not sound good when you hear it, but it works here. Like I said, it'd be an expensive one, but that would probably make a hell of an old fashioned. But yeah, I appreciate the opportunity to try this. This Old Granddad 16 year. I hope y'all enjoyed.